I said the name Esther, and I thought, I wonder if it could possibly be that lady whose class I went to once when she filled in for someone else, 15 years ago. And I remember at the time thinking, this is the best class I've ever been to. It was Zumba Gold, but I remember that for 2 days afterwards, my arms were aching because it was so, it was so, it was so energetic. But I remember thinking, this is like being at a bar mitzvah. It's just like being at a party. And I always remembered her and never knew how to get hold of her. And sort of wonder if it is that Esther. And it is Esther. And she is just as wonderful as I remember.
And since I've been doing your classes, Esther, I'm just like, I've got no excuse. And it's like part of my day, oh, I've got Esther. And in fact, it's really just the live classes that I like. I don't know why.
It's been really difficult with lockdown, etc., etc. But there's always a positive side. And I used to do your master classes and go on holiday and have but I never, ever got to do it because it was just that bit too far. Barnet was a long ride for me, etc. And when you've got a busy day. So suddenly the opportunity has been, and we've become complete fans of yours in terms of exercise. So it's brilliant.
What I will say is that working Esther's classes, I've never been really an addict for the machinery type stuff, although I've done it in terms of formal training, obviously. But in terms of full body fitness and maintaining flexibility, the Aspire sessions were good in themselves. But with Esther, I've achieved a complete, doing all the classes, or doing the classes we do, there has been nothing like it for sort of full body.
So I'll go into Esther's classes, and I've loved it. I love meeting everybody. We've got a little community as well. I'm actually probably doing more exercises.
Esther's my reason for getting up in the mornings. If I hadn't got my morning class booked, I'm a little sure I would stay in bed a little longer with a book or something. But no, Esther gets me up in the mornings. And also I enjoy, like Liz mentioned, that the lovely chats and the bonhomie we've got. So a round of applause for Esther.
To do it in a group and to stick to something, and it worked. And I've never felt fitter in my life than after lockdown. And it gave a structure to the day as well, and I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you.
Messages. Come on, Mirella, don't be late. We're in. Your Zumba's on, and it's a great motivation. I love dancing because I'm Italian. Also, it's great to have.
I would obviously only go to the class when I was in Boreham Wood. And then sometimes I think, oh, I don't want to do it and everything. But I'm doing something nearly every day now. And it's
I've been with you. I've now come across 3 different people that have done your classes over the years. But I honestly think just before we went into lockdown, or the day we went into lockdown, on my little local Barnet COVID group, somebody who is obviously in your group, and I don't know who, I don't remember, posted about, my friend Esther is starting classes and there's going to be, a week's free classes, sign up kind of thing. And I thought, well, okay,
it was you.
Looks interesting. Who was it?
Tina.
Oh, was it? Right. And
it might have been me. It might probably was. Hello. I'm not entirely sure what to say, but we're talking about when I met Esther. It was probably 8 to 10 years ago, and then I met Ange and Jane and Mirella. I've met as well. And if I hadn't have come across a Zumba class down the road, I wouldn't be now teaching. I don't think I'd be doing what I do, which is also teaching classes and personal training and what have you. I decided when my son was 2 years old that I needed to get fit now because I hadn't yet, and I was in my mid-30s. So I thought, let me get